Hey everyone, it is me. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, what's going on, guys? So today we are going to do a guided meditation based off of our one card pull, and we're just going to see what we need. We're going to do the meditation based off of a card, and before we do that, gotta introduce the deck. Golden Art Nouveau by Julia Massaglia. So, and we are going to do a sound cleansing. I hope everyone is doing good on this fine day. And if you're not doing good, hopefully you feel better by the end of this. So let us do a meditation based off of what we get. Okay, let's see what we get. Page of coins. Page of coins. All right. So for this specific card, really quick before we get into the actual meditation, I always like to describe the symbolism and the energy in the card. So when I look at this particular card, part of the energy that I'm picking up on is someone who is new to the realm of financial responsibility. Okay. So this could be someone who is, I'm not going to say forced, but is kind of being thrown into situations where they have to really take on additional financial responsibility. This could be someone who might need to like help with rent or help out their family. Okay. And then something else that I think about with the particular energy that's coming through this card, it feels almost kind of like solemn. Solemn in the sense of like they're willing to put the work in, but they don't feel necessarily prepared. Like they feel like it's kind of like trial by fire. Okay. So for our guided meditation here, I want you to think about the intention of being committed to financial literacy, being committed to breaking any blockages up involving finances or surrounding money or abundance. Okay, so that's going to be our intention. So, really quick, I want you to just get comfy in your chair, lean back, close your eyes. I'll close my eyes with you. Okay, we're going to put our card down really quick. We're going to get comfy. All right, so invite you to close your eyes with me. If you're sitting in a chair, I want you to weigh the chair, see what feels comfortable for your body. Press your body into the chair and then relax. If your chair has arms, I want you to grip the chair, grip as tightly as you can, and then release. Relax those hand muscles. If you're laying in bed, I want you to clench your fists really, really tightly for 1, 2, and release. And I want you to start envisioning yourself in a castle, okay? This isn't just a normal castle. You're in a grand room with a stained glass windows in the form of a dome. I want you to envision books along the walls. I want you to see money on a desk. I want you to look over to the side, and there's a vault filled with treasure and gold. And I want you to just take in this sight really quickly, okay? As you're standing here, taking in the environment, I want you to inhale through your nose and then exhale through your mouth. Just taking in the sight of this castle in this courtyard area with books lining the walls. I want you to imagine what the Library of Alexandria would look like in your mind, and that's where you're at right now, okay? I want you to take in the treasures, take in the abundance and the luxury, and I want you to notice what comes up for you, okay? Are there any feelings of shame? Are there any feelings of self-doubt, or maybe any thoughts such as, I don't deserve this, or any thoughts such as, only selfish people prioritize money? I want you to go over to the wall of books. I want you to just pick out a random book. And in your mind's eye, I want you to look at the title, and I want you to place the core belief surrounding finances, surrounding abundance, and surrounding your idea of wealth. And I want you to sit with it. What is the title? What's the title of this book that came up for you? For the sake of self-disclosure, the title that came up for me is Money is the Root of All Evil. I want you to imagine your own title with your own core beliefs surrounding finances, surrounding money, and surrounding abundance. And I want you to take the book with you and just press it against your chest as you walk in this courtyard filled with books and luxuries and abundance. And I want you to inhale through your nose for me, and then exhale through your mouth. One more time while you're holding that book to your chest with that core belief as its title. I want you to inhale reframing. I want you to inhale change. And I want you to inhale flow. And then when you're ready, I want you to exhale self-doubt. I want you to exhale negativity. And I want you to exhale disbelief. For abundance and money isn't good or bad. It is simply a tool that we can use in alignment with our values. So that title of the book that you pulled out from the wall, I want you to imagine that in your mind's eye. I want you to take your hand and move it across the cover of the book. And as you move your hand, the title disappears and is now a blank slate. I want you to inhale, but expand your belly as you inhale, okay? So expand your belly as if it's a balloon. And then I want you to inhale one more time through your ribs, and then inhale through your chest, and then exhale. With this book as a blank slate now, I want you to head over to the table where all of the luxuries are laying. Gold bars, gold coins, dollars, jewels, crystals, whatever you associate with wealth and abundance. And I want you to just pick up one of the gold bars and see how it feels in your hand. Imagine yourself holding that book to your chest in one hand and then grasping the gold bar in the other. How comfortable does it feel? Maybe it feels comfortable now. Maybe it still feels uncomfortable. And as you visualize yourself holding this gold bar and holding the book against your chest, in your mind's eye, or maybe even out loud, I want you to say, I am deserving of wealth. You don't have to believe it yet, but I want you to just have that affirmation. I am deserving of wealth. Inhale through your nose. Inhale that belief. Inhale that joy. Inhale that sense of stability. And I want you to exhale any self-doubt. Exhale any shame. Exhale any frustration. Now our affirmation is going to be, I know my worth and my worth knows me. So you can say this to yourself out loud or in your mind. I know my worth and my worth knows me. I want you to do the 3-part breathing with me one more time. So inhale, expand that belly. Expand those ribs. Expand the chest. Exhale. You lean against the desk, still holding that gold bar in your hand and the book pressed against your chest. And I want you to imagine the new title of this book. It doesn't have to be positive, but something a little bit more neutral, right? So if we go back to my example, that internalized belief, that core belief from childhood, okay? If you remember, my example was money is the root of all evil. With my blank slate on the cover of my book, while meditating on it, I now want that book to read, money is a tool in alignment with my values. And that's how I want to reframe that. Because money is not good or bad. It is how we utilize it. So whatever internalized beliefs were carried with you up until this point, I want you to challenge that and reframe. So now with your blank slate on the cover of your book, I want you to take a moment and really think about what you want your new title to be for this book. And this book holds secrets that you've already known and have had within you this entire time. This book is your guideline. This book is your perception of wealth and abundance and luxury from your higher self, from your future self. I want you to take a moment and think about it. What do you want your new title to be? How can you commit to making your new title a reality? Okay. I want you to inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. I want you to take in the environment that you're in one last time. You're in a grand courtyard with stained glass windows forming a dome above you. When you look up, you can see the sun shining down, placing different colors reflecting on the ground. You see endless books, endless luxury all around you, knowing that this has always been available to you, and to not shame yourself for taking space here. Take up that space and ask yourself, how can I commit to learning so that this can become my current reality and not just the reality of my higher self? So now, with your brand new title on your book, I want you to go back into the wall of endless books, and I want you to place that book back where you found it. And I want you to remember the location where you placed it. And you're going to come back to that a year from now. I want you to take one last look around in this castle, within this courtyard, okay? I want you to remember the feeling of being calm, of being confident, and remember that affirmation: I know my worth, and my worth knows me. And that worth is reflected in the endless luxuries and abundance that you see in this room, and the endless knowledge that you find in the walls. So now, what we're going to do, I'm going to count back from 3. And then when I get to 1, I'm going to have you gently cover your eyes with your hands. And we are going to come back to our present moment and wrap up our discussion after that lovely meditation. 3, I want you to start imagining the room around you, the plant behind you, the ceiling above your head, the ground beneath your feet. Inhale for me. 2, I want you to feel your body in your chair start moving around, wiggling around. I want you to feel your body in the bed. Exhale. 1, gently cover your eyes with your hands. You're going to slowly start to open your eyes for me. And when you're ready, you're going to open them completely. And we're going to be back. That was great. You did wonderful. Thank you so much for taking the time to do that meditation with me. And once again, we're meditating on our page of coins. Okay. So just to kind of recap, this card is a individual who is new to the financial literacy dynamic. This person is new to the realities of money. This could be someone who maybe was forced to grow up pretty quickly when it came to money. So with this specifically, I want you to think about how you can commit to learning more in terms of financial literacy. Okay. Maybe there is a class that you could take on taxes. Maybe there is a community college workshop that's coming up. Okay. So remember, in order to get to the King of Coins, we have to be a student or an apprentice first, right? But based off that meditation, that's one small step to unlocking and reframing the limiting belief when it comes to money. Okay. And that could be anything. Whatever it was that your limiting belief came up, right? Whatever it was that came up for you, that is the first step of acknowledging our subconscious pattern when it comes to spending money, saving money, or giving money away. Okay. So that was our meditation for the Page of Coins. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'm just very, very grateful if you stayed for the whole thing. You're a trooper. If you stopped by, I'm still super grateful. I hope you have a great day or night whenever you're watching this. As always, you are divinely protected, and I will see you next time.